welcome our newest reporter.
Hi.
News 5's, we can actually say it now, News 5's Dana Winter. You might have seen her on air this week, and if you're just joining us here on Facebook Live, we're just introducing her. We just finished News 5 at 5 o'clock. We don't have a 6 o'clock show today due to college basketball, so Dana, great opportunity for you to tell everybody who you are, where you're coming from, what you're all about.
Well, I mean, I'm not from too far away. I'm from Central Florida, the Lakeland area. It's right between Orlando and Tampa, if you're not familiar with it. I spent the last 2 years, though, up in Fayetteville, Arkansas, where it is a lot colder than it actually is here. Before that, I was out in San Angelo, Texas, which is a really small town. It's about 4 hours west of Dallas. So
Okay.
if you hit Arizona, you've gone a little too far.
And I'm just bringing up your comments here, everybody, so if you want to ask Dana here a question, you can. And so what brings you to the sunny Gulf Coast, home for a lot of our Facebook fans and myself?
Well, I have wanted to get somewhere warm. It's very cold up in Fayetteville, Arkansas. I think this morning it was in the 20s up there. So having a nice high in the 70s is something I can really look forward to. Also, I'm from Central Florida. My little sister's going to college down in Central Florida. My mom's still down there. So it's really nice to be able to actually see my family a little more often.
Yeah, and what do you think of it here so far?
I love it. My dog is a huge fan. He's never been to the beach before,
Mm-hmm.
and there are dog beaches not too far away. So I actually took him and my other dog over to a dog beach last weekend. So that was a pretty good experience.
Yeah, and well, it's been great having you on air so far, and you kind of hit the ground running this week, covering a whole lot of stories. And guys, we're going to give you an opportunity here to ask your questions to Dana. We're going to stay on Facebook Live here for a few minutes, so we can catch up with a couple of questions that we might have missed already. But what's it been like, covering stories here on the Gulf Coast so far?
I've got to say the Gulf Coast it's a hot spot for activity. There is always so much going on here. It's a little crazy to start to get into the swing of things, but it's very exciting to know just so much is going on here. Everybody I've met here, I've got to say, has been the absolute nicest. I mean, whether it's stopping and asking somebody for directions, which has happened way too many times, or just simply asking someone if I'm at the right spot, for a building. So everybody here is really great. I love the Gulf Coast.
Well, you're going to learn that you're going to be spending a whole lot of time banging your steering wheel on Airport Boulevard.
Oh,
you're going to get really frustrated. You'll learn about the hot times to be on I-10 and I-65. You'll figure it all out. You'll figure it all out. And the travel times getting to and from the beaches. Do you like the beach?
I am a huge fan of the beach. I grew up in Florida, but this is actually the closest I've ever lived to the beach. It's only like 45 minutes away, maybe? It's crazy. This is so nice.
All right, so let's get to our first question here from Ken. It's the first question. It's the only question that matters. And if you're on Facebook here with us, you guys know what question I'm about to ask. It's the only question that matters. We can almost end the Facebook Live as soon as we're done asking it. Ken wants to know, Auburn or Alabama, Roll Tide or War Eagle?
I have to say I'm not familiar with either team. It's probably the worst.
You gotta pick one, right? You gotta pick one.
Well, I mean, I'm in Alabama, but I hear that people here are on the fence because we're also close to Auburn. I've never been to either campus. I do need to put that as a disclaimer. I went to the University of Florida in Gainesville, so everybody hates me when I bring up my school.
So she's a Florida Gator.
Yeah.
That's tough. That's going to be a tough sell for people here, but you know what?
The majority of my friends went to Florida State, and my boyfriend went to Oklahoma, so he's a Sooner. So I mean, I cheer across the board here.
That's good. That's good. At some point, though, you might have to pick your allegiance as far as Roll Tide or War Eagle. So we'll give her a pass, everybody.
I'll leave it up to whichever team has the best snack. You know how different teams have different things that they
different
eat?
foods. Okay.
Yeah, different stuff that they're used to. That's kind of like a traditional thing for them.
Mm-hmm.
Right across in Gainesville, they have Gator Nuggets.
Okay.
Well, in Fayetteville, they also had pulled pork, and it's weird because we both eat our mascots. So I'm kind of hoping that.
Well, for Alabama, we're not going to be eating any elephant, or for Auburn fans, I don't think we're going to be snacking on any eagle or tiger anytime soon. So
yeah.
So Linda here wants to know how long you've been a reporter, and then also, and we'll also get this question in because I just saw it here a moment ago.
That's my mom.
Oh. Well, why don't you answer that? Linda wants to know how long you've been a reporter.
This is going to be my 4th year being a reporter.
Okay, cool.
it's a little crazy.
And
so.
you've been in anywhere else other than Arkansas?
So I did a year and 8 months out in West Texas. I did 2 years in Fayetteville, Arkansas. So if you don't know, that's the northwest corner of Arkansas. It's actually where Walmart, J.B. Hunt, and Tyson are all centered and where they were founded.
Okay.
So then shooting down here, this will hopefully be a couple years.
Nice. Yeah, you know, us reporters, we unfortunately, it's just part of the business. We move around quite a bit. And then, so Tangi here wants to know, are you nervous? Are you nervous about being here in Mobile, being on air? And
I mean, you got to be nervous. You're going on TV. You're going in front of people. I mean,
Yep.
I make a lot of really funny faces and strange noises, especially when you all see me running around the newsroom. I'm like, what?
Sure.
So those do happen. I do get a little nervous still. I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, you're going on live TV in front of a bunch of people.
A bunch of strangers, people you've never met before in your life. But from my experience, you will find that people down here are really warm and welcome. I'd never experienced Southern hospitality before I came down here to Alabama, and now I've been here 5 years now or something like that, and it's like a big warm hug. You'll really enjoy it.
The funniest thing to me is when people stop and they're like, "Hey, Dana, what's going on?" And I'm like, "Hey." I'm still not used to that because they know me from being in their rooms.
People, especially the News 5 fans, the WKRG fans out there, very, very loyal. They love watching Channel 5, and they will meet you on the street, and it'll be like, watching somebody and, part of their household. That's usually how it is with people here at our station. People get very, very much accepted here on the Gulf Coast. So what else? Stan says, a great addition to Channel 5.
Oh, thank you.
I'm looking here and Anthony says, welcome to the neighborhood. Bama Jane says, welcome to Alabama Roll Tide.
I hope they have good snacks. That's what I'm basing this off of.
Yeah.
I'm a huge foodie. I love food.
Maybe we could recommend some places for Dan to go get some food. I think we could all agree that the Causeway is a great place to start. It's where we get some of the best seafood, in the area.
Is that where all those restaurants are kind of facing the water? Oh,
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. See, everyone, she's so new. She's still figuring out the area. Yes, the Causeway is the Mobile Bay, right by the interstate.
Okay. Yeah.
It's the plan B to get across the bay from Mobile to Baldwin County, and there's all the great restaurants there that you will be at Felix's.
Been there.
Okay, there you go. So she's already been there. Original Oyster House, Bluegill.
That one had a really busy parking lot.
Oh yeah. Felix's is usually very popular. Any other questions that people want to? I'll let you read some of the questions here, and you can pick whatever ones you want to answer here.
Well, I'm not married. I'm only 25, so we haven't gotten that far yet. Let's see. I'm so happy to be here, guys. This is just so exciting. I've wanted to get back to the South for so long. This is the closest I've ever been to home in 4 years. So this means so much to me. And also it's really funny that we're CBS and that we're 5 because one of my best friends worked at the CBS 5 where I last was because it's also the same number. So we're laughing and saying that we're coworkers now. So
and the reason that we're actually not on air right now is that we're on CBS. March Madness is going on.
Oh,
so
yeah.
a lot of basketball being played on our network right now.
I made a bracket.
Okay.
It is not a good bracket. I go by, like I told you, a foodie, the animal kingdom. So which animal would win against the next animal? I don't think it's going to win, but if there are a lot of upsets happening, then it might actually.
There you go. Well, and I'm just trying to read through some of the comments here. Some people saying welcome from West Mobile, welcome from Spanish Fort. Brad Gunther, our assignment manager, says, why aren't we working?
We're working?
Brad's probably home by now.
Oh,
But we're working.
We're working on Facebook.
We're still here.
Yeah. I still have to go and post a web story, so I'll still be here.
And while we're talking about the web, everybody, you have an opportunity here. So in multiple spots, click on WKRG Dana Winter. That's why we're doing this. We want to welcome her with a lot of new Facebook fans so that you can follow her when she's out and about covering news on the Gulf Coast. If she's on a big story, you can keep track on that story and as Dana continues to post to her page. So Let's get the like count up on the WKRG Dana winter page.
Yeah, and of course, expect, cute pictures of dogs along the way, because whenever I see a cute dog, there is always a picture that is had.
Okay, and you have a couple dogs, don't you?
I do. I've got one. She's a rescue, and she's the cutest little thing. We did a doggy DNA test on her,
Okay.
and it says that she's one of those, like those big...
Like Ancestry.com, like
Yeah.
stuff like that? Okay.
Well, what you
but
do,
for dogs.
yeah, you get like a little bit of their saliva, and they tell you where the dogs come, like what its genealogy is.
Okay.
And they said this dog is like this big, fluffy white dog, right?
Okay.
But she looks like a beagle, and she doesn't have much hair. So we've been calling her the Sneaky Beagle
The Sneaky Beagle.
because she doesn't want anybody to know
What's
that
her
she's a
actual
beagle.
name? What's her actual name?
Her name's Pepperoni.
Pepperoni.
We call her the Pony.
Great name for a dog.
She's the funniest dog in that whenever you lift up the covers, she crawls right under them to go to sleep.
Aha.
She doesn't sleep at the bottom of your bed. She sleeps under your covers.
Underneath.
And then I've got a little miniature schnauzer who's
Oh,
Rocky,
wow.
like the flying squirrel, not the boxer.
Aha. I like that. I like that.
So he's a little trouble.
Dog lover, Gulf Coast. If that's not something that's universally loved usually. So everyone here just saying welcome.
Oh yeah, she's a great Pyrenees. Yeah, that's what they said, great Pyrenees.
Welcome. Carlos says welcome. Berta says welcome from Tillman's Corner. Welcome from Amy says welcome from Dauphin Island.
This place is so big. There's so many different parts to it.
Yeah.
I haven't even made it out to Dauphin Island yet, but I've heard so many amazing things about it.
Dauphin Island, of course, known for its natural beauty as Alabama or Mobile County's southernmost point, right there on the water. You will experience it, I'm sure. You will. There's a lot of flooding that happens down there whenever we have a storm, because that's usually the spot that gets a lot of the of the brunt of the storm. And of course, it being so close to the water, it usually sees flooding. So you will probably be down there covering some flooding in your years here. And people who are watching here right now who are from the Gulf Coast, they know about Dauphin Island. So everyone just saying welcome. Everybody, we're going to stay on air here another minute or so if you have any final questions for Dana. But what do you want people to most know about you?
If you guys have any good stories, be sure to send them my way. I am always excited to meet new people here in the community, and if there's any community involvement, I love getting involved. I was really big at Dance Marathon when I was in college. It's where you stand around for 26.2 hours.
Okay.
So I really loved getting involved, so if anybody has anything like that, just send it on my way.
You'll see Dana quite a bit. We will see you over the course of the day. We might see you on different newscasts depending on which actual newscast you're working.
Yeah, tomorrow I'm in tomorrow night instead of normal dayside, so I'll be on the later newscasts.
Yeah, and really, guys, you never know. That's the crazy thing. News is so unpredictable. You never know when we're going to pop up, where we're going to be. With March Madness going on right now, we should be on air. We should be in the middle of News 5 at 6 o'clock. We're not right now because of March Madness. But one place that you can always find Dana and the latest of what's going on in our community is her Facebook page. Again, click the like button on her Facebook page. And everything that she's covering over the course of the day, or stuff that she's not covering, like her dogs, you will find it.
I even put a post up today, a poll, and so if you guys are clicking on there, be sure to vote in my poll. I'm asking people if they made a March Madness bracket, because that has been the biggest thing going around. Some people are saying, yes, I make one every year. A lot of people are saying that they're not making one, because it's just too much. Yeah,
well, bracketology, usually not big here on the Gulf Coast, or really in the state of Alabama, because Auburn, Alabama, not really known for their basketball programs, but this year we have Auburn and Alabama
both in.
Yeah. So it's a lot of people
Auburn
really talking about it.
Tomorrow night, I believe. And
I think Alabama plays tonight.
Yeah. So that's pretty exciting. I know both schools are known for their football, though.
Yes.
So I'm gonna have to start watching. I've actually realized when I was moving down here, I saw on Twitter the Gulf Coast Premier League is like a soccer league around here where you can go watch games. I'm a huge football fan in the FUTBOL kind of.
Oh, okay.
I watch the English Premier League.
Soccer.
Yeah. I watch lots of soccer. I watch Arsenal. They're my favorite team. So I'm used to watching lots of that. So I'm gonna have to become a football fan, a little bit more of that, because my school isn't very good at football. So I switched sports to basketball because they were actually good at that when I was there. But then that went away. So now
you're talking about those Gators now, right?
Yeah.
Because we like it here in Alabama when the Gators are like the basketball team, right? You can't even think of the football team.
Yeah.
You probably wanted all Gators all the time.
No, no. I mean, I'm good with some change and some colors. See, the thing is I like football teams where I can wear their colors and they don't look terrible on me. So I
Well,
stay
you're
away.
wearing crimson today. I mean, this is like
Yeah.
a crimson,
Oh, okay. This is
close to it.
all right. Yeah.
Not bad.
See, I stay away from yellow. That's the only thing.
Okay.
My hair is yellow, so I don't wear too much
Don't
yellow.
want to don't want to overdo it. All right, guys. This is kind of a last call for any questions. People saying Christopher says roll tide, Dana.
Oh, Southern folks, good seafood, beaches. What else could I want? What else would I? Nothing. This is a beautiful area. I am in love with this area. I mean, you drive down the streets here, and there are these beautiful trees just canopying over. I mean, if you guys are tuning in and you're not from around here, visit Mobile.
Yeah, it's
This
beautiful.
is a beautiful area, and it's so historic.
Yep,
There's
Baldwin
so
County,
much that's happened
Pensacola.
here.
Oh yeah, it's just the Gulf Coast in and of itself is just a beautiful region, and you're just really, I can't wait for you to experience all of it. You're really gonna love it here.
Yeah, I mean, I heard the month of February is when I really need to set my calendar too.
Oh yeah, yeah, because are you talking about Mardi Gras?
Uh-huh.
Oh, Mardi Gras.
I've heard that is. It
You joined us
started here.
just after Mardi Gras. Yes, the original home of Mardi Gras.
Yeah,
So
whenever I go out and about in the area, everybody always tells me, they're like, this is where Mardi Gras was founded. And
Yep.
I'm like, I keep hearing that, so it must be a thing.
we're about 10 months away. Who's counting, so to speak? But can't wait for Mardi Gras to roll back around. But we're going to hop off air, everybody. Everyone, for the last time, click the like button for Dana. She's going to be posting a lot, covering a lot of stories here on the Gulf Coast. And for the very latest on what she's up to, you want to click that like button. And let's see if we can get her like count up, everybody. We'll see if we can, maybe double her fan count or something crazy like that. But anything else you want to say to your fans?
No, I will add some cute pictures of my dogs on there for you guys. Or if you guys want to see anything, just go ahead and click the message button, or you can always email me at my email, which is dwinter@wkrg.com.
All right. Well, thanks, everybody, for joining us. And we'll see you later tonight on News 5.